Good morning, folks. Welcome back. We're going to do some playing today. Truthfully, I do not have an incredibly strong idea what we're going to make today, which is going to actually be kind of fun. We'll just kind of see what we get out of this. Be a little bit more improvisational than some of them are, and that's fine. But I did kind of want to make an obelisk. I just thought I think they're kind of neat. So maybe we'll start with that, and we'll kind of turn it into like a temple structure, like an exterior thing. And we'll throw some ruins in, and it'll be pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and use the basic cube. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We're going to use it, and we're going to make this obelisk. So we're going to grab this face, and let's see how tall we want to make it. Doesn't super matter. That's going to be pretty tall. And face, poke the face, 1 and GZ. Technically, that's an obelisk. I'm going to take this here and scale it up just a bit. A bit more maybe? Okay, something like that. I think that's an obelisk. There, we're done. We can go home now. All right. The client will be happy with that. Ha 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 ha. It never gets old. Yes, it does. All right. Let's see. Is this tall enough? Do you want it bigger? That's pretty tall. We could maybe go a little bit bigger. Let's see. SZ. Make it a bit pointier too. I like it taller, but I'm not sure I like it pointier. So there we go. Cool. That seems all right. I like it. Now, do we want writing and shit on it? We could do something kind of neat, I suppose. I don't know. I do not know. Let's see what we got. Well, let's save first. File, save as. Yeah. 240104-1 live stream obelisk temple. There we go. Now, mesh text. This is solo it. And come look at our text options. And our font. Let's see what we got. We got lots of like crunchy runic things, but unless I can find something. Oh, Cthulhu runes. Those are excellent. Elvish could work. Some of these are neat looking. I don't want to actually use a real life alphabet too much if I can avoid it. All right, maybe we'll just use the Cthulhu ones. Apologies to anyone who, like me, hates what a racist prick Lovecraft was. Cthulhu runes, open font. And is there a way to make it good? I forget. Change the direction on it. I could just hit enter after every letter. Maybe we'll just do that. And it doesn't do capitals. Okay, that's why. My name is Seth. Runes. Sometimes it really is just that stupid. And that'll be fine. It's silly, but it'll be fine. Okay, tab, unsolo. Now, select it, and RX90, GZ, scale it, 1, 3, oh, 1 is correct, and scale it to like that. That seems pretty good. Right, right. Bring it out. Now, because these are text objects, I don't know that we have access to shrink wrap, but let's look and see if we do, if we have to change it. Shrink wrap, we do. Shrink wrap, target, that. And we could just leave them exterior like this on it, but then it's not really useful to us for too much. So let's apply it. Object, convert to mesh. Okay, now we have our meshy thing, and we can edit again, select all, and extrude faces along normals. What? That's bizarre. There we go. Maybe a bit more. This makes for big geometry is the problem, but it's fine. Oh, why is that one not being done? I don't know. Let's just try doing it another way. Let's EGY. There we go. That's probably better. Select our thing again. Cool. And now we could just leave them outward like this, but what we're going to do is, of course, cut them into our object. So move that in and then select and control minus. And we should just be able to apply that and get rid of our cutters. Woohoo! We have writing up the front of our obelisk now. Exciting, I know. Let's control A, rotation scale. Obviously, I want to make it older too. It's not nearly crunchy enough. Could try erode it. That might give us the most control, although it'll be the biggest. We could try real damage, but I think eroded is what we're going to use. We're just going to play. See what we get. And we're going to lose basically all of our writing there. Which is kind of neat if you kind of, if you're into that. Resolution to 5. Let's see if that brings back anything. I mean, it's kind of neat to add the hint of detail and then lose it. Oh, that's pretty cool. That might actually be too much back. Well, I like it. Its depth of 0.25. Let's cut it down a little bit. See if that helps us. Yeah, I don't really notice a difference. 0.5. Go back again. Let's look carefully. See where Looking like these edges here along the text. I see it's adding like a double rim to it. It's okay though. I'm not unhappy with that. Let's take our resolution to 3, just see what happens. Make it a little less crisp. No. 5. We'll go 5 again. It's just a matter of playing. And erosion, maybe erode it a little bit more. We're at 0.475, 0.66. Let's see if we erode more. What does it do? I want it to feel grody. That's a technical term. Whew, that is too much. Neat though. Good thing to remember you can do. Erosion, just go like 0.52. So it's a little more, but not a lot more. That seems better. I like it. Just want to see what happens if we play with these edge erosions a little bit more. Don't know the answer. Really, there is no answer because it's to taste and it's going to depend on every individual thing. That seems a bit better though. They're still clearly visible as writing, but they don't feel, yeah, they feel pretty integrated. I like it. I think it's good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and apply it. It's probably bloody huge too, isn't it? Let's see. I think we're going to decimate it down just a bit. Yeah, a million odd polys. Let's go ahead and decimate it down to like 0.33. It doesn't need to be this high poly. We're not going to be like doing a close-up examination of the stone, I don't think. So let's cut it down to 500,000 is still a lot, but we can go with that. That's better. We'll take it. It's basically a character, right? I'd put a character at that high. Okay. Cool. Yeah, simple obelisk. Let's edit it. AU Smart UV project. Sure, we'll try smart, see what it does. It's going to really depend on the material we give it. And I'm thinking probably, where's my, down, 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 down. There we go. Dirty polished stone. Add material. Yep. And save. I'll just see what it looks like. That feels pretty cool. Can't super tell this writing, and that's also pretty cool. Like it's there, but it's like if you look at it, like yeah. I like being subtle with stuff like that. Probably sometimes too subtle. And people are like, "What are you doing, Seth?" Yeah, I don't know. Ah, cool. Nice to. I certainly don't mind helping. in that regard. If you have any questions, let me know. Um, I don't really, I don't know, orient this live stream around like teaching Blender so much as just going through my process of what I'm thinking of, but I think, hope it's helpful. um, and pick something up from it. Like I said, it's not really about like hit this key and then this key and then this key. It's more like, oh, these tools work together neat. You should play with that. That's kind of how I think. Um, but yeah, okay, so we have our obelisk, and we need to give it a good space, and we need to create some stuff around it too. I'm not sure about what stuff around it should be. Let's get some land. Let's make some land first, maybe. Mesh. We'll go with a circle. I'm really into this using circles. It just makes it a lot easier to hide the edges on the render, so it kind of feels smoother. I think we're gonna need a bit more space in that though. That seems good. And tab and fill it 7, and we're gonna do the usual, right? Inset it and Shift R to repeat that. And we're gonna go too far. Yeah, we don't need that one. There we go. Just gives us a nice quad-based topology. I tried to keep them pretty close to square on the outside, but obviously that changes as you go in, and it doesn't matter. It's fine. So it means you get more detail as you get close to the center, which is kind of neat because that's where our object is. We could even lean into that a little more if we wanted to. Add a loop there and a loop there. That keeps it more square there in the middle too. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's grab this loop here, turn on proportional editing, and go to random and GZ. And we're going to make it bigger. There we go. Gives us a nice basis for stuff. Seems cool. And I have to put a house somewhere in here too, and a ruin. I mean, both. But so I'm just kind of looking at it for scale. It's going to give us everything that we want. We can always add another terrain if we need to, I suppose, but let me go a little bit bigger. Extrude edges, Alt S, and scale them out. Okay, and 2, add an edge loop, and 2, grab that, grab this edge loop, and I'm going to move it back to smooth again. And bring it back up just to give us a little bit more space to add stuff to if we need later. Save. Whew, that's actually way big though. It got jumpy, didn't it? When did that happen? That's actually kind of neat though. I like it in these. I wasn't going to do these huge bumpy things, but that's kind of cool. Let's smooth it down a little bit first with a deform smooth. Like 25. Does it do anything? I'll come out of edit mode. Ooh, that's, yeah, it does a lot. 5. What was it before? Now it's huge. Yeah. 1. Actually, let's not use smooth. Let's. Ooh, it's gonna make it big. Like, well, okay. It's almost getting a landscape now. Let's not. Let's have faith in the process. Jumping around, but you know, append. Let's grab our auto rocky desert terrain. Node tree. Terrain. let's apply to here and see what it gives us. Control A, rotation scale first. Make a geometry node modifier. Terrain. No, that's fine. No need to mess with that. That looks cool. Weird, but cool. I like it. And actually, I'll bring up this just a titch. I like that. It feels almost organic, which is cool. Yeah. We could do some crazy shit with it too. Well, let's leave it alone for right now. I'm even going to go ahead and apply it though, just to give it to us. Courage of our convictions. Okay, so given that I've been playing with my ruined building kit, I'm going to throw a ruined building in here. It's a little bit, whatever, but I want a ruined building, so let's do it. This feels like it's a flat spot where we might have an old school building, like there. Mesh, cube, and we're going to make it 2.5. Okay, so that's going to be like our default 1 unit of building. Bring it up a bit. And we may adjust the ground a little bit too. So we edit and 3. I'm actually just going to grab all around it. And Alt E, extrude faces on normals, 2.5. Actually 2.5. Yeah, let's do it this way. 3 E 2.5. Keeps the square. I like it better actually. And then E 2.5. And we're kind of looking at our person in regard to this. And we're doing all right. Here, E 2.5. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab it all. E 2.5. Now we got all in little cubes. Yes, I know I could have done it the other way, but I wasn't sure the size would be on it. And I wanted to play. Okay. And select all those. Shift D. E 2.5. So now we should have a face in the middle there too. And I'm just going to select the bottom coplanar and E and extrude down. E and extrude down and X faces. So it cuts into the ground. Okay. Now, let's see. How do we want to do it? 3. Let's bring these up. Shift D, E 2.5. 3 stories will be fine for this building. That's a tall building for our space. All right, save. Let's go grab the building kit. Just grab the object and it will bring the kit over with us. So this is my example building, but it has the modifier attached to it. Copy the objects, bring it over, paste it, and you can see it brings all the stuff with it, which is awesome. Okay, and now we can take this and join it to this, and it gives us the modifier and all of the textures which we needed. And now if we edit, select all, this one doesn't matter at all anymore, but and let's give it empty wall B, which is just brick. And if we go save and look, we have a big brick cube. And it's very boring, but that's cool. That's what we wanted. All right, because now we can play. We're going to edit this sucker here. And L, oh, fine. L, Control L, Control I, P, section. There we go. Now it's its own object. Let's look at it again. And I'll just edit it, tab, 2, just 2, tab, object, set origin to 3D cursor. There we go. So now it's got its base at the base of it instead of the other building, which we wanted. Okay, now we can edit. And I think we're going to leave this one down here like it is. But this ring here, let's make wall A to start with. And A, sure, A to start with. And A, sure, I know, like, guess I'm just making them all A, I know. Like this one, this one, this one, and this one, well, B, and this one, this one, this one, this one, well, C, and this one, and this one, well, D. And now if we edit, chunky. So C is, or B is left hand up, C is right side up, D is no side up. So that's how I kind of knew. And we still have our floors because yeah, okay. Let's see. I want to exit out here first. Alt V, turn on face orientation. And tab. Do I have 2? L, no. Shift G, coplanar X faces, yes. I did get 2. And Shift G, coplanar X faces, cool. Now they're pointed up. Now Shift G, coplanar wall A, assign, and tab. I'm just gonna turn off face orientation. There's that one. Did I get them both? Or is there just the one? Okay, no, we got them both. Tab, Shift G, coplanar, wall A, assign, and this one I'm just gonna get rid of, I think. Make sure I didn't have anything else selected. X faces tab. Okay, so we now have a structure. It has some roof action inside. I'm not actually sure. I could. Okay, yeah. Tab. Let's delete these faces too. And I'm actually going to delete these faces too. Yeah. And then this, I'm going to Y, so cut it out into a separate section. Happy New Year, Josh. And then I'm going to Q, can I clean the mesh from inside? Or X, dissolve edges. Yes, cool. And that still works, but now we have a solid piece there, which is what we're gonna do for the next one here too. Shift G, coplanar, Y to split it, X, dissolve edges, and there we go. Now we should have another single big piece. Yep. Cool. So building's coming along. Let's edit in some more. So we're gonna change this face here to stairs, which are G. I just happen to remember that. And then this to F, which is an arch. We got our entrance in now. Let's see what it looks like in our structure. Yep, that's cool. Cool. And then edit some more. And then I like doing it in render mode because I can see the colors. I know where I'm at. Maybe some windows. Maybe we make these two windows. Ugh, not this one. The sign. There we go. Right tab. Yeah. Save. And edit again. And I'm not entirely sure yet. I might. We'll see. Well, I know what I want to do first. Let's grab this, and we're going to see if this fixed. I upgraded auto building to the latest final version. Let's see if it actually works now in 4.0 for this. Auto building increases selected 0.2. Yes, it does now. Thank God. Cool. So created those edging panels, which kind of helps unify things together. Now let's grab that and that and that and that and this and this. Basically all these horizontal ones. Yeah. And also 0.2 and see what it looks like. Cool. Sure. Cool. Let's even do this one. 0.2. Kind of helps it a little bit. Can't really see them too much, but they do help. The vertical ones, I think I'm going to make a bit bigger. Vertical edges, let's just edit them. Vertical A and thickness, just make it chunkier. And height, maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, that helps. Maybe we'll make the horizontal ones a little chunkier too. Is it height now? Yeah. Why are there not some on these ones? Should be, right? Not doing anything? No. One. Length. Z offset. Random position. We can you can change that now. That's kind of cool. Spacing. It doesn't matter because we've got it set to fit. Length. Still only doing those top ones though. Oh, do they count as? Oh, I bet you because I know why. Good morning, Michael. We did make it to another Thursday. Yes. Let's see. It's the top edges now, I'm sure. That's the problem, right? Yep, top edges. I bet you they count as that now. Thickness. No, well, kind of they do. Where's the ones on there? And height. Oh, that's kind of neat anyway. I don't know where the middle ones are, though. Yeah, it's fine. I don't care too much. I do like that. Actually, I like that a lot. Not so much into this, though. Let's see. 3, L, Shift hide. Let's see. 2. And set it to 0. Hey, Longbowen, nice to see you. And now 3, can we hide these? Hide. That's also set to 2. All right, yep, that looks cool. That worked. I think we're getting the same problem on this one too. I'm willing to bet. Let's see. Zero those edge creases out. And Alt hide, Alt H. 3, Shift hide. Yep, that's it. 2. That's why we weren't getting them. Applied. 0.2. We should see them now. Let's see. Yes, we do. That's bizarre, though. Is it because they're randoming? Okay, random position of 0. Yep, that's what it was. Let's give it just a titch. Cool. And that is entirely too chunky now. Bring it in line to that. That seems better. And yeah, okie dokie. Maybe a few more windows. Keeps it mixed up. Let's go 3. Make these all windows. That feels okay. We've got our chunky, weird, ruined building here. I'm not sure why it's doing that there. Maybe we'll fix that. Although in the flux lands, it can be anything. That's what I like about this project. You're like, oh, why is it that way? Because it's chaos. It's literal chaos. That's pretty cool, though. Save. Now. Do I have references? Not really. No. I built this kit this week of components. And I confess I didn't even use references for that. I just kind of threw some shit together. And now I'm just making something. So I'm using the auto building plugin, which I love. And it just came out with a new version, and it fixed some of the problems that 4.0 introduced to it. So we are happy. That's cool, though. I think we'll go with that. Let's build on top of it now. Let's say they were using this space. Yeah, Kid is, thank you, Michael. Kid is going up on Patreon. Yeah, I'll be putting it up today or tomorrow. It's almost done. I think I'm going to try to tweak the materials just a little bit more today, and then it's going to go up. But we're getting very close. I'm going to put, which one do I want to use? What do I want to use? Let's go to, okay. There's a kit. I'm going to not save it, but I'm going to open. I'm going to use some Kitbash 3D stuff that I don't have in my, what you call it? 3D assets, favelas, native. There we go. I'm feeling lazy. I don't want to model everything. What can I say? This is a sweet kit too. I have to say, there are a couple Kitbash 3D kits that I have found, yeah, less useful for what I do. I'm sure they're useful for somebody, but I had high hopes for. Like, oh, I'll use this pirate one. Yeah, I never use it. I'm like, yeah, great. I haven't done shit with it. But favelas, Vikings, medieval market, these ones I use all the damn time for different things. And I think it will help what I'm looking for. Which, first off, is just some planks. I think this size. Let's use this one. And object, 3D cursor. There we go. Where do we want to put it? Let's go down. Could have gone with a longer one. Well, I'm not going to stress that much. I'm just going to lengthen it. Local. There we go. And we'll set that there. Cursor. And rotate that up. A little bit more. 3. 3.2. Cool. Got a walkway. And I don't know how much of this is actually going to get even seen in our scene, but I'm just kind of enjoying playing with it. Like I said, today I didn't have a huge plan. I'm just kind of making stuff. Is there a ladder in this one? I don't remember. I feel like there should be. Yes, there is. There's a ladder. Cool. The materials, oh, sorry, Long. I just saw the materials come from Texture 3D right now. I just grabbed some textures for it. So I am, overwhelmingly lazy about such things. um, I I do use reference, but I don't typically use reference when I'm working. I typically use reference when I'm coming up with ideas, and then I kind of just let it go. And maybe that's not the best way. There are certainly people who successfully use way more reference than I do. There we go. Cool. Yeah, just bring it down a little bit. There we go. I am reference lazy in some ways. That is true. Okay, so we got to go across, going up, and again, let's come back. Let's see if I can find just a platform I want to use. Not a sandbox. Doo-doo-doo. I just want to grab a wood platform. I don't think I need that much wood platform, but Thank you. I'm like, I'm not legitimate. I don't know. I just do shit. All right, let's use this one just cause. Um, there's so many ways that when people artists don't. I'm not saying you are, but like artists just make other people feel inadequate with things. You're like, did you do this? No, I guess it means I'm not real. Fuck it, whatever. I try to be like, yeah, make shit. Cool. Do you make shit? Great. That's my vibe. This I'm liking though. That's cool. I think I'm gonna just um, bring it up a bit, and we'll just edit those few that don't stick at the bottom. Um, tab solo. And I don't think artists we mean to. We're just like, do you do this? You're like, no, I don't. Like, well, yeah, cool, nice, digging that. And then maybe we put a hut up there too. Do we have a hut here? I'm trying to avoid using the corrugated tin, although there's no reason to. It could certainly exist in this world. I haven't done anything to say it doesn't. The advantage again to having a world that kind of borrows from all sorts of stuff. But or I could just make one. Just seeing what we have. If you can avoid making something, lazy is good. As long as you have the legal rights to use it, and it doesn't really impact too much. Like there are obviously caveats, but um, that maybe. I think we'll use that, and then we'll add some other stuff to it. Copy object. We may be able to just set it right on top here and see if that works. Oh wow, it even brought it close. RZ, that way. Did I want to go that way? Yeah, that's why I did want to go. Good, good, good. And bring it over and up. And a word. Cool. Go up a bit more. Over like that. Cool. Yeah. And actually, let's take it out. So it lines up to that. Kind of just past there. And we'll bring it back. Over. It's like that. Cool. Okay. And we'll take these three and E over to here. Cool. And we should be able to come to this one now. Tab, Alt, hide. Yes, and we can make, let's grab this, 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 and make those also. Booyah. Woohoo! I think that's cool looking. Kind of a nice, like we have our obelisk, and then we have sort of like our weird space off to the side, and what the hell's going on, and no one knows, and that's cool. Like somebody lives up here, but what are they doing up here? We don't know. And maybe, what other cool, can we find another cool thing? I think there was a windmill. Was there a windmill? Did I see one? Close, yeah, there's a windmill. Rabbit? You got a rabbit floating around? That's awesome. That's super cool. Clothes rack? Sure. He just says it matter of fact, like, damn, rabbit keeps. I'm like, you have a rabbit? Fucking A. I don't have a rabbit. I want a rabbit. I'm not sure my cats would like the rabbit, but I think they're cool. All right. Maybe we don't put the clothesline right in front of the giant hole. It does seem a little bit, perhaps problematic. Maybe we put it over here instead. Okay. Clothesline. Okay. And actually gonna do, let's see, I thought of this too. Let's grab this piece here, copy it, and come back over here and paste it. Objects. Cool. And RX90. Yeah. Where are the rabbits? There's got to be rabbits in the asset library. Yeah. Okay. Now that's cool. Dig in that. Ellen. Hi, Rama. Good to see you. Like, I try to say hello to people. I don't always notice. Duplicate it or just one across enough? We're spending a lot of time on this house now, which is fine. I love how you're like, I'm going to start with an obelisk, and I spent all my time on this house. Exactly. And cool. That's looking neat. I just feel like I'm using tons of other stuff today, but that's fine. Again, assets are great. We could go grab this. Just kind of look and see. These are all like, the neat thing about this is it might actually sort of help suggest that it's not entirely just a fantasy world, because it's not a fantasy world. And up until now, we've been very medieval in our, no, maybe not in front of the, like, if all we do is medieval stuff, then subliminally, like, oh, you're in a medieval world. And like, no, this is not a medieval world. This is not a normal place. That I don't know. I like the idea of it, but let's see. Maybe just put it over here instead. Yeah, I think I do like that better. And now that and we could just leave the clothesline there too, but I think it might be neat and it will make an interesting silhouette. Now we've added the safety platform. We don't have railings, so, Blender Kitten will be upset, but we need some cables for and me, and then we'll be set. That's cool. So a little like growing opportunity there. In here, we got that there. I don't know where the guy sleeps. He could sleep underneath here. It's kind of flat. Um, yeah. I mean, it's a common theme, but I really like it, and it does let you do lots of different stuff at the same time, which is also really fun. We could add another. Could make his house bigger. Just take this. Do we want to? I mean, there's no reason we couldn't just give him a bigger house. I think this would be like a cool shot, kind of like this way, looking at stuff too. It's kind of where my brain is going right now. I just like the word lop. I think it's just one of the cutest words. Like, it's a lop. It's awesome. Okay, cool. So we got a second platform now, which I like. And I wonder, talking to myself. That's cool. Where are we at now? An hour. Okay, we're doing good. Boy, kind of enjoying how this is coming out. Sometimes it's fun to really not have an idea, fly by the seat of your pants. You're like, I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be something. And you just kind of sketch. You just have to be easy on yourself. Where you got to be careful when you do that, that you don't edit yourself before you're done. Because self-editing will kill any kind of creativity you have. I'm just going to bring that up. I'm going to bring this down just a bit and kind of give us a bit more room or everything. Cool. So now the stairs are, yep, entirely underground. Save. That is often the way, isn't it? It's my daughter's pet, but basically that means it's my pet. So my family, when I was young, ended up with two dogs that I really didn't like that way because they were my older sisters, and then she left, and then the dog stayed in my house, and I was like, ah, great. And I just was not into cleaning up dog poop when I was 6. Anyway, that's cool. I like that. I'm just trying to find maybe one more kind of interesting thing we can add to the side from this. What's this? This is an interesting, it's like a fruit stand supposed to be, right? But what if we took it and kind of put it up on top of this? That's why I'm a cat person. They go to the bathroom. Um, there we go. No, I know those are fighting words to any dog lover, and I get it. I understand. Cool. So he's got like a raised platform on top of a raised platform for his bed. And or for something, but it looks cool. It's for something. All right, let's go do some playing now with some terrain. Let's turn off our guy just to make sure we're not. Well, that's just sad, Michael. If you're, I mean, no, I understand. It can be that way. If you are a dog person, I hope you have the opportunity to have a dog when it works out for you. Okay, what terrain? It's feeling very rocky. Let's see what we get. Do, do, do. We haven't even looked at materials yet. That'll be entertaining when we flip over. Let's see. Oh, good. These are already mapped. Cool. That makes it better. All right, biome scatter. Oh, what are we thinking today? Again, I'm really liking dry. Dry 3 has been like my go-to biome for this world so far. So let's keep using it. Or 5, maybe 5. 5 has more rocks. Let's see how 5 looks. I'm curious. Nice. Yes. It's like being an uncle for pets, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. We need to look at those trees though. I think they're gonna again, we'll turn them into the cute trees. Boop. Cute trees. They're not bad. It's not awful. I could live with the cute trees like that. Not too many of them. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. Now I feel like doing something a little bit on the magical side here. So we're gonna reuse something. We're gonna try it anyway. Let's go back to here. File, open, don't save. Assets, shrimp. Like I said yesterday, I bought Creative Shrimp's Nebula stuff, Gleb, and they're really good. And I don't want to. I honestly I'd like to use them and make some in the stream, but I don't want to. I don't want to poach off of his class because I don't want to explain how he's doing it so much, at least right away, because it's kind of his class, and I don't want to be like, oh, here's you could do it this way, and just redo it. So is it here? No. Simple Nebula. Where was it? Essentials. 40 noise evolution. That was the one. So I'm going to take his volume. Oh yeah, I do too. I have a friend who has his photogrammetry class and said it was amazing. I really want to play with it. I just haven't yet. He's very, very good, obviously. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so now we have his cube, which is all we really wanted was the material. So now Shift S1, Shift A, Mesh, Torus. Scale it up. GZ. Control A. All transform. Rotation scale. Yes. And we give it. What was he called? What do you call it? You call it something. He's could have been anything. Volume of 1. And let's see. That's pretty cool. That was kind of what I wanted, something like that. It's not exact, but it's getting there. I might just go with it anyway. Feels neat. I need to change my sky so it looks better. I can check it for reals. Okay, HDR maker. What sky to use today? I want to do something a little different. We could always go with skies on fire. It is a perennial favorite for these sort of things. Just means you have to be kind of a little careful which angle you're looking at it from. We got to pick which way we're looking. And if we're looking kind of this way, which it seems likely we are, change our angle 180. I mean, that seems pretty cool. I think I could live with that. I think I want a little bit more to our ground than we have here. But I'm liking this. So there we are. We're using a nebula. Go look at Gleb's class. It's good. Now I don't feel bad. Alrighty. And here, geoscatter, open a biome, and I'm going to go down all the way to Wasteland 6. Yes, it's big, I know. And let's just, come here. Turn off. Let's actually leave the rocks on, but let's turn off the grass stuff. So we can see what grass is coming from the other one. And gravel, it's turned off right now. We're going to leave it, but we're going to set it to slope for sure. Give it a maximum slope. And I don't know that absolute's going to matter, but it always freaks me out, so I'm going to turn it off. Let's see. That's looking cool. Let's see what slope does on it too. Just to give us some, we want a little bit more than a 15 degree though. Like 25. Okay. Clump low. Again, I think the same thing, slope. And we'll go with 25 for the transition of 10. So there we go. The bush, it's not a bush. Slope, 15 with a transition of 5, or 25 with a transition of 5. Okay, and grass medium, slope, maximum of 10. So it's real flat to the ground. Let's see. Yeah, cool. That's actually pretty cool. Push on. And cool. I like it. Let's go play with the other one. Change the default settings just a bit. Rocks. Rocks are looking good. I do wish we had some big rocks though. I think we're going to add those. Grass, we're going to slope to 30. Grass 2, we're going to slope to 28. Bushes, we'll leave the bushes like they are, I think. Bush 2, we'll leave them like they are too. I like them angled. Trees are fine. Rocks, let's slope them as well. It doesn't look like it's making much difference, but maximum of 30. Okay. Save. Now, let's go do one more biome. We are going to do the 3, just because I want its rocks. We could grab our own rock and do it the other way too, but yeah. Biome 3. I think we're just going to delete a bunch of stuff out of it, because we already have the rocks. Okay, yeah, I know. Exit 3. Grass, we're just getting rid of it. Rock 2, we're just getting rid of it. Rock 1, man, I like that. Let's give it a slope. Just to throw some rocks there. And that seems cool to me. And it's actually not really messing up my building too much, but new collection, building, and rock. This big rock, let's move it so that it's away from our building. Cool. Now it's not like cutting into the stairs or anything like that. That looks better. Maybe we'll increase this a little bit to like 0.75. 1. 1 is good. No rocks within a meter. No rocks starting within a meter, but because some of the rocks are bigger, like they start a meter out and then they extend in, and that's why they get closer. Save. Where are we at? 113. Doing good. Now, do we want a cheesy god beam? Of course we do. Of course we do. I'm just going to close this now, though. Save. Versus other volume, this one. We're going to get rid of that because that's going to be expensive. Bye. Me, light control, light beam. There we go. There we go. And just we'll move it off in case we want it for something else. It's like, do we close it? Do we move it? Whichever one I do, I'm going to argue with myself later about. RX90. Something like that. Okay, save. Now let's see what we get if we throw ourselves a camera. We're going to go with 65. I don't think we need to go past 100, but just to be safe, let's take clip ending to 150. I don't think we're that big though. Anamorphic. 35, sure. Widescreen. Save. And let us focus on this awning here for right now. Save. Let's see what we got. The light beams might be overkill right now. Is that part of our ground? Yes, it is. I need to rotate the HDR. Rotate that tree out of the way. And that power line. There. Just take it around a little bit more even. I mean, that's kind of cool on its own. Don't even super need the light beam. This kind of does it on its own. Let's cut the strength down. Like that. That's cool. I like that. Now, let's see. I think that's looking pretty sweet. I kind of think we want a person up here, both for scale and interest. So let's do that. Let's put them right here. I'm just going to turn off geoscatter for right now. Though it's not too heavy at the moment because I've got most of it turned off already, but and human generator, man or woman. Let's do a woman. We've done a lot of guys lately. I love some of these older people too. Lizzie seems extra bitchy. Let's go with her. Python error. Why are we getting that? What's open that's causing? No. Let's see. Oh, I know what it is. My human generation is actually there already. And let's get rid of these three. Okay, I'm just going to delete the whole human hierarchy. Now let's do it. Can't turn off the hierarchy and have it work. Cool. Oh, it's getting foggy. Weird. Body. We're just going to randomize the heck out of her. Yeah, she's a little heavier. Cool. Age, we're keeping her at 70 because I love that. Face, randomize all. Height, 5'8". It's not bad. Yeah, fine. We'll leave her at 5'9". Skin. Let's see. I go with this one. Main settings, randomize it. Turn on subsurface. Turn off her underwear, just in case the clothes we give her cut down lower. Hair. She already had hair. Let's see what it looks like. Which one was it? I hate that hair. Well, I don't hate it, but it's not the most fun. Do you want to give her punk hair? She has old lady punk hair, which is awesome. We're going to turn it to accurate rendering because we're going to use cycles anyway. We might as well. Clothing. I've been using this Mortal Kombat suit from Renderosity a lot. It's a Daz figure that I converted over, but I don't know. Go with this. Let's see how it looks. It looks bad right now, but we're gonna make it better. First, let's go ahead and keep her posing. Footwear. I don't know that super matters. Which files, Michael? The clothing stuff? Pirates. They're Daz files. So like, was it? It's like I don't. I can't remember what they're called. But it's for Daz or in the old days Poser. But I brought them in to Blender as just OBJs, and then I converted them for human generation stuff. So when they got to Blender, they were OBJ files because I just exported them from Daz that way. I'm not sure if that answers the question or not, but I'll go with looking up. That's one of my favorite ones from this one. Yeah, that looks cool. Cool. Now let's. I don't. That might be a Marvelous Designer format. I don't know. I truthfully don't know. Apologize. 25. Cool. For some reason, when you bring stuff into human generator, it gets really like this sometimes, but just a simple smooth operator tends to fix it. So that's what I've been doing. It's just like, you got to go and add a smooth modifier afterward. And like 10 or 20. 20 is probably overkill. Yeah, 20 looks good. Fuck it. And we're going to go to color of random. There we go. Okay, so you can see where it's clipping. Yeah, a few places, but not bad. Cool. Let's just unclip it then. Sculpt. Drag it. These are such a pain. Armpits are just a pain in the ass, but probably aren't going to notice that. If we do, I'll cry. Fixing armpits and clothes is just a pain because it tries to move both sides of it and it just gets wonked out. You can do it, but it's just yeah. See what I mean? But most times you don't need to. It's kind of one of those like, I'm going to make it perfect. Why? No one wants you to make it perfect. No one cares. Okay. That looks all right. Okay. Fix her shirt too. Just a little bit. It's not mirrored. Eh. Eh. There we go. And I guess we'll fix her pants too. It's also not mirrored. Yeah, it's kind of. I actually started with DAZ. It was one of my first 3D programs long, long ago. The rigs are so heavy when you get it into Blender. I don't like using it, but I actually kind of like using it this way, whereas I'll just export a figure from DAZ. Actually, what I did, I imported one of my human generator figures, that Asian one dude that I always end up seem to be using. And then I morphed a DAZ Gen 8 figure so that it fit pretty close. It's not exact, but pretty close to the size and pose. And that way, when I put clothes in that Gen 8 figure, I can export them um, as OBJ files, and they're reasonably close for sculpting onto the human gen figure when I want to use them. So that I use it as a clothes library now. And for children, because human generator won't do kids. There's no one under 20 in it. So if I need like a young child, I'll end up using a DAZ figure. That's cool. All right. Yeah, she looks good. And give her an expression. Mouth turn left. Sure. She's sardonic. It's sardonic, man. We're close to the railing. Cool, yeah. Like ain't nobody looking at her armpit, you know. And just rotate her a little bit towards the camera. Cheat it a little bit. And even bring her a little closer to the edge. Cool. And photographer, focus on her. If you got a person in your shot, probably want to focus on them. And let's see. We got all the grasses and shit turned off now. So we need to turn at least something back on. And we could just let's turn our trees back on at least. Oh yeah, that's cool. And the other stuff is all pretty low warranting in terms of composition. Maybe I will move just a titch so the tree isn't quite or down, up or down. Compositionally, we're losing the obelisk almost entirely now. Is there a better option for that? Or do we just move that tree? We're just trying to find a shot that we think kind of captures the thing right. That's not bad. We are still kind of not focusing on the obelisk, but we can do that in one of the second shots. I mean, if you're saying you're going to put an obelisk in something, you probably want to actually, like show it a little bit. We may have to cheat the sky later too. Let me look at this thing, but that's okay as well. Let's try one more. We got, oh, we're actually at time, but we're going to try one more anyway. We'll flip our sky out real quick just to see. Let's add one of the ones from Map Paint with the cool sunsets. I think 55 has a cool sunset. Let's see. Not really, actually. Well, some of those are neat, but it wasn't the best sunset. Let's see. 52? Yeah, 52's got a good sunset. Let's go with 1199, 1200, 1200. We'll probably have to brighten it back up a bit. I feel like it's going to be dark. Yes. It's basically night. Does this get too much? Might be too dark, sadly. Let's try one more. And then we'll go back to skies on fire if we have to. 46. Let's just see. I just want to find a good sunset. Those are good clouds. Still dark though. I want a brighter. I'm just checking. I went to clouds at the end, which I normally like, but oh, well, that could be cool if it's brought up. That might work for us. 1270. Let's check. I mean, it's neat. Exposure of 3. And I mean, it is cool. And it will be a lot easier to use going around than the other one was. So, because it'll work all the way around. So let's try to use it. Sky photographer. Let's change our exposure to 8. Okay, that's better. For bringing everything else up to where I kind of want it to be. And then take our sky back down to 1, 2. 2 seems good. And I think we're going to turn our God beam down just a little bit. We're going to move it up a little bit too. And shader, saturation, value of 2, even 1.25. Very subtle now, but there it is. Cool. I think we're going to go with that. Let's see what it looks like with the fog here. That's looking cool too. I think we're going to go with this. Yeah. So I think we're pretty much done, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Like I said before, The Ruin kit will be going up on my Patreon um, today or tomorrow, and I'll probably put it up on Gumroad next week sometime as well. If you just wanted to get it and not support me, but you want to support me, yeah. And I really appreciate it, and I'll see everybody again later. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, folks. Bye.